right, everybody, I'm going up to Ventura, Oregon to go do a rangeland job. Rangeland jobs require a lot of skill, really. The reason why is because there's a lot of hills, mountainous, rocky terrain with trees, shrubs. Very deserty out here, but a lot of terrain to follow. And so we're going to find out what it looks like today. We're going to scope out the job. Yeah, pretty much it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's our fearless leader out spraying in Timbuktu. This is our vantage point. That's our launch. This is what we're spraying. We're spraying out some noxious weeds. We're going to spray up the hillsides, all with the EAVision drones.
The man who's flying that is all the way up there. Is following that terrain so easily. Oh my gosh. We got one out there already, all the way over there. And now we're gonna take our second one off right now. So we got Destry and Bill up there, right on the hill. You can see them. That's where they're piloting those drones right now. And we gotta cover this whole area. You can see them climb that hill. Look at that.
That's about all I'm gonna get with this thing.
It's 45 feet per second right now. Holy cow. The other one is just sitting up there. And you could never get a ground rig on that hill. Holy cow. Or even another drone. That is a crazy machine. The J150 is coming in for another landing, for another refill. And because the pilots are so far away, we have to guide them down every single time. All right, back closer to you. All right, that should be good. Drop her down. Yep, you're good. Keep going. Awesome. We finished this area, so they came down from up there with the side-by-side and drove it all over there behind those trees. That's their new spot where they're gonna manage the drones when they're gonna be flying. Another problem that came up was the J150 ran out of battery, so we had to land it over there. And now, because of that area, it's so rocky, we can't get any of our trucks over there. We can only get the side-by-side, and it takes them about 20 minutes to get back there with the side-by-side. So instead of us driving the side-by-side, taking 40 minutes out of the day to get a battery, we're just gonna hook up one of the batteries to this drone and deliver it over to them all the way over there. Hopefully that battery doesn't move the drone too much in the air. Yeah, there you go. Now he's gonna take that over to the J150 and then he'll have a battery and he'll be flying again.
Slightly more. Right. To the right. Okay. 200 yards.
Now Bill's guiding Destry, who's piloting that drone right now. So he can drop the battery off over to Bill.
Right there, land. Stop. Okay, go ahead, come down. Nice and easy. Okay, just about. Now stop. Now go forward just a smidge. Down just a smidge. Okay, forward. There you go. Good job.
Now he's coming back with the dead battery. We can charge it.
A little bit more. Just a little bit more there. Okay, go forward. Rocket. Come down slowly. Keep coming down. Slowly. Yeah, you're down.
No, you're good. Keep coming. You gotta wait until this is not blinking anymore. And it's almost there. It's a little bit longer. Okay, now we're good. Just down in. There you go. It's ready to go. Okay, 150, you're clear.
Okay, go ahead, he'll come down.
Alright, so we just ran out of chemical and we just got the drones landed and it's getting a little darker. So we're gonna call it a day and we're gonna start packing everything up. Destry and Bill will come back down from the hill and then we're gonna head back over to the where we left the tanker truck and the dually with all the chemical. And we're gonna get packed up and we're gonna go home. They're on their way down the hill. We are headed out. Back out here again the next morning. It is really cold, so we're on our way out here a little bit before it warms up, so we can't bring out the drones or they'll freeze because of how cold it is. So we're gonna wait up a little bit. We're starting everything up. The trucks are all rolling. We're gonna start mixing chemical, and then we're gonna take the dually and the side-by-side over the area where we're going to spray to scout it out.
Second day on the Gentura job, and we are going to go out in the side-by-side and scout areas where we can get good service. With the remote to the drone, you got to have good line of sight, otherwise it'll disconnect for a moment and then reconnect. Okay, we are on our way up to our perch that we found. It should be a pretty good place for us to fly our drone from. It's gonna take us about 10 minutes to get there.
We just got up to where we're gonna be piloting the J100 right here. Up on this little roadway on the side of this hill. This is the area, the complete full view of the area where we're gonna be spraying. From all the way over there past that hill to all the way up to that top of that cliff. This whole area, all the way back. Down there is where they're filling up the drones where we were yesterday. Where I was yesterday, and that's where they're loading up the drones, changing out the batteries, and he is out flying right now.
Automatic. Okay, everybody, you see behind me all these mountains? Everything pretty much that you're seeing was sprayed by the J150 EAVision. And if you can't tell, those hills right there are very, very steep. For that matter, so are these. Lots of valleys that it had to go down into and stuff. Very impressed. We're just finishing up. 230 acres.
This is day 3 of the Gentura. We're going to be heading out this morning to a completely new spot. We're going to be taking the tanker up there. It's about an hour away. So we're going to be loading everything up and we'll get going. We got to wait a little bit because it's still pretty cold out here to pull the drone out, but we'll be going pretty soon. We just got up here at our new spot where we're going to be filling up the drones. This is the area we're going to do right in this little patch. But the area that we're going to be spraying is this whole patch right here, all the way down the valley right here, like all the way that way to that peak over there and a little bit past it, and then above the peak that way. Around 300 acres, so we're going to be out here for a little bit. But the J150 can handle it.
You know, sometimes I like my office. All right, guys, I just can't get over this. It's just amazing the terrain that they are following. This is my J100. It is just killing me how much good this is doing. Look at that one, just climbing over those trees. Amazing. Happy cows. Happy cows. Happy cows. We're recovering grazing land for these cows. Here we are. I'm pretty far away, so I've got on some pretty major zoom action going on. Let's take a look at what this actually looks like. We are perched up on the hill. See it going over those trees? That's an easy one.